another episode of The Good,
The Bad, and the
30. We're here, GBT, and we were literally just going back and forth because Maya didn't do anything that I asked her to do for this episode. We're just gonna see how this goes.
The
You have
last
anything you
time
want to say?
I had every intention to watch the episodes, and I'm still going to watch the episodes. It's just that I have been busy.
That ass too late.
It's not too late. Is the season over?
Yes, it literally ended yesterday.
So everybody got married.
Everybody, no, did not get married.
Exactly. So I watched Love Island, and then guess what they said? Oh, this was the worst season of the entire show. And then earlier, she said, yeah, they just need to do better at like recruiting the guys. Because from the clips that I've seen, the guys are dicks. So why do you want me to watch that?
Nonetheless, let's get into this today's topic.
Let's get into it, because I still have things to say about...
Well, let's go ahead and start there then.
Well, okay.
Let's just go ahead and start there.
The only thing Love is Blind gets right is the making people connect on an emotional and intellectual level versus physical.
For sure.
Chris and Jess. Chris saying that he's not attracted to her because she does not work out when she mentioned this in the pods.
Yeah.
Care to expound?
Did you watch that part? Or do you know?
Was that in the first episode?
No.
Well, then I didn't see it.
No. So essentially what happened was this guy named Chris.
Yeah.
He not matched up, but he proposed to this girl named Jess.
Okay.
And in the pods, I guess he was like asking her questions because he looks like he was like a guy that works out a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And he's asking her questions and he's like, do you work out? Do you like
And she lied.
And no, she didn't lie. She said, no, I don't work out. Like,
it just wasn't the physique that he wanted it to be.
Yes, so when he saw her after he proposed and he was like, okay, let's get married, he saw her a couple episodes later, he's like, I'm not attracted to you because you don't work out. Like, you don't do Pilates or anything. And she looks great.
So he's superficial, and he's also full of shit.
He's a dick, for sure.
Because here's my thing. If you are really hitting it off with somebody and you don't know what they look like,
yeah,
and then you turn out to be a superficial person, then you're leading on to be, somebody that you're not also.
I agree. I think that it defeats the purpose of the entire show.
It does.
Because you're going on the show for you to fall in love with someone outside of the physical.
Yeah.
So the fact that you actually meet somebody, you fall in love with them, and you propose to them, and then it's just like, oh, okay, I'm not attracted to you anymore.
Which leads me to wonder, is love actually blind or is it not?
They've had success rates. Like, there's been people, I think that is, I'm not even thinking about the amount of people that have gotten married off of this. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking about the fact that people have gotten married and like are still together in general. Like, even people from the first season. Yeah. The fact that they're still married blows my mind. Yeah. Because that's like, I'm immediately thinking, yes, love is blind. Clearly, because these folks are still married.
Or is it that they genuinely liked the intellectual, emotional, and the physical?
Yeah, because they're still married.
I mean, so then love isn't really blind.
Yes, because they met blind. Like, they didn't see each other.
But if these niggas is willing to change their mind the moment that they see somebody, then it's like, you're not who you don't need to be recruited on this type of show.
For sure.
Because then physical does actually matter to you.
I think physical does matter to certain people. Some people will say, possibly him, physical does matter. Like, I feel like a good human being isn't going to meet somebody after they do this show, after they get out of the pods, marry them, and then be like, oh, you're not attracted to me. Like, I'm not attracted to you. Like, that's just like, thinking of it in my head, like, that just sounds so inhumane. Like, why would you propose to somebody with the intention of marrying them, and you know that you have stipulations with going through with the entire process because you're also someone that's thinking about the physical. Like, it's like a waste of opportunity on the show. Yeah. In my head.
Yeah. But then if we think about these shows, some people are really just in it to be on it and to just...
And that's why I said I feel like they are kind of dying off at this point. nonetheless, we don't have to get into Love is Blind as much, but before these people even went on the show, they were single. Completely single. Some of them were like in relationships probably months before. Others were absolutely single, like didn't have absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
And they were living alone. What are your thoughts now that you are someone? Well, we have different perspectives, I feel like, because you're in a relationship, but you're also living alone. Also, Mr. President is not here.
Yeah.
But I'm living alone and I'm single.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on just being alone as a woman?
Ooh.
In a relationship.
Okay.
And then I'll get mine now that I'm single.
Okay, well, first of all, relationship aside, I would like to say that I pray that all women can afford the luxury of knowing what it feels like to be alone.
Yeah.
To live alone. Sorry, not be alone. Because it's just an experience that, you know, I think the older generations don't really relate to what that feels like, because a lot of them kind of like they met their husband, they moved out their mom's house, X, Y, and Z. But there's so much growth that happens mentally and emotionally when you're single and when you live alone that prepare you to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
What was the question again? Because I just had to get that off really quickly.
No.
What's it like being in a relationship and living alone?
Yes, like just in general, because for me it's a little bit different, being that I've been single the entire time that I've ever like been alone, but I've obviously had male counterparts at my house.
Yeah.
But just what is it about being alone as a woman and actually living alone? Like, do you ever feel like you are missing that companionship? Do you ever feel
I want to come get in your skin. I want you to come get in my skin. I want us to like get in each other's way a little bit. Like, if this is serious, you know, some people, they play house and it's like, you know, it's whatever, but you got to kind of dip your toe in it to see like what it's like when we're not alone. Yeah. When we're not living alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that because I think I've been living alone for like maybe the past 5 years now. It's definitely been a positive evolution for sure. Like, I feel like I have learned myself in ways that I would not have learned myself if I was living in my mom's house where I was previously. So I commend it in that aspect. And I will say in the beginning of my 5 years, it was possibly needed. Like, it was needed for me to be alone, to truly like love myself a little bit more than what I was. Yeah. Because I think that kind of looking back at it, when I was living at my mom's house into moving out, I had so many just nitpicking at myself all the time at just like little superficial things. Yeah. And I think now I'm just like, oh, it is what it is. Like, I really don't care about those things because I have spent the time with myself to really like love on myself so much for so many years. It's like, dang.
You're your girl.
Yes, I'm my girl. Yeah. Right? But now I'm at the stage where I want somebody. Like, I want I want the company. Yeah. I want the interactions. Like, I want somebody in my house.
Yeah, I'm taking up space. Yeah. I get in my way a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. No, I done moved out, got a whole bigger ass house, and I'm just like, dang, like I got space. Yeah. I got space. You could do a little cartwheel. I could do a little cartwheel.
Yeah. We could play Twister.
We can play Twister.
You know? That's nuts. I feel you though. Like, come get in my way. Like,
how do you feel about like the fact that Mr. President isn't here though? Because like you still like you catch a flight, you immediately go see that man. And as soon as you catch a flight, go see that man, he in your skin. So do you ever feel like when you're at home, oh dang, like do you feel that you miss him? You miss him being there?
Girl, so when I went to Chicago for the funeral, one of the days, I think it was like a Monday or something, but the festivities had stopped. And he was working from home this day, and I was off. So when I say we were on FaceTime for like so many hours that my mom was like, "Oh, you're finally off the FaceTime." And I said, "You know what? You don't know what it's like to be in a long distance relationship. Don't judge me. Like, you know, we miss each other. So, you know, it's just we do what we have to do."
Yeah.
Neither one of us wanted to do long distance. Like, before we started talking, it was like that's not something that we were looking to do. But when you
Get
find
into it,
somebody that you wanna, you're willing to do the things.
I think that in the space that I'm in right now, I want somebody, but I honestly wouldn't mind to be long distance.
Yeah.
Because I love my space so much. Like, I think that I've been in it for so long to where it's like, I want you in my space, but I want you to leave.
Yeah.
Leave when it's time for you to leave.
Yeah.
Like, I like to be alone a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think that being in a long distance relationship would be beneficial for me.
I feel that. I think that I used to resonate with that because, like, being younger, you have less responsibility and you kind of like, you're willing to give up much more time than you really have.
Yeah.
Versus now we're older. We have things to do. You have activities. We have we got work. You know what I mean? So I've kind of changed that idea because there'll be plenty of alone time. It won't be the hour-long FaceTimes because I'm about to see you, shortly or whatever. But I've been in, I've experienced that of like, I want to be alone.
Yeah.
And I think that we both we need our alone time. So, in the future, I feel like we would have that because even now it's like, okay, I go there, he comes here, and then we have a weekend alone where you go out with your friends, I go out with my friends, and we do our thing.
Why, y'all in the same city?
No.
Oh.
Just saying, like, the long distance, that's the way that we do it. Like, we spend time apart, but we talk every day. And, there's things that we do to make up for the physical absence. But in person, I would be so, like, trying to disappear, like, because I don't want to get tired of you, and I don't want you to get tired of me, so I'm going to be gone. Finding things to do.
That's something that I think about often because, like, I feel like I said, I've grown so much of just being alone.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm a completely different person. So, like, when I'm in a relationship, I don't know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm not going to know who I am.
I understand.
I'm not going to know how I'm going to act. I won't know until I actually get in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a completely different person than I was 5 years ago when I moved out alone.
Yeah.
So I'm like... Dad, I want you over, but then I want you to leave.
Dad, like, yeah, but you'll be like, Dad, I gonna go to work. Like that, it's gonna be opportunities to miss him if he's handling business.
That's what I want.
If he's TCB, all he got is like work and his hobbies, his interests, and then you. Yeah, it'll happen.
Yeah,
I think just. Like I said, going off of like when you're younger in a relationship is so like undying. It's like, oh my gosh, I have so much time thinking about you. I miss you. I want to, but it's when we're older now. Get the hell on. do something with your time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so you said something about crap. I can't remember what you said, but you mentioned how like the older generation, when they moved out, they were moving out with their spouse.
Yeah.
Like they weren't living alone.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have like that time alone to really truly not necessarily find themselves because they probably already knew themselves, but whatever they needed to do while they were being alone. They literally went and moved in with whoever their spouse was.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here thinking about that and I'm just like, I commend the girlies that do that for sure.
Yeah.
But
times are different now. I remember when I was like going for my second apartment, my mom was like, girl, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Like I live with a man.
No, for sure. The only thing we needed me for is for him to come and do the shit around the house. No, like I don't want to take my trash out. I don't want to take my dumpster to the street. I don't want to hang no nails. I don't want to do any of those things.
No.
That's why I just call my dad. But still, like growing up in that generation, they had like instant handyman in the house.
Always.
Like,
I could fix that.
I can fix that.
And it got fixed.
And it got fixed.
That's why they had all them kids.
I was in there fucking on the first day.
You come in and fix something?
They signed the lease with an improvement.
Oh.
No, that's ew. That's so nasty.
It's the truth. You know it is. I don't have to call a plumber. I don't have to call an electrician.
No, because you here doing all this stuff for me. This is great.
What letter do you want the baby name to start with?
No, because that was the thing. No. The thing was, you know what? That's what it was. They was doing all the plumbing work.
I'm telling you.
They was doing all the work around the house. The women was getting hot.
That's why they don't understand
like
what the dating scene.
Our dad's initials.
They don't understand what the dating scene is to us now because, and I'm not gonna use certain words because that's not it. But it's just like the fixers.
Yeah.
And I just mean just fixing. Yeah. Not even just like physical fixing, like plumbing, electricity. Like
you found a solution.
They're just
to
fixers.
Everything. Yeah.
And the times of that now it's like they looking at you, you looking at them, and so yes, that's
somebody gonna have to call somebody.
Difference.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy? That's kind of like that has turned into I don't want to call it an ick of mine when it comes to men, but it's turned into something where if a man comes around me and he's unable to find a solution to a problem around the house, I'm immediately turned off. And
I understand.
It's just because like I was raised off of like my dad fixed everything.
Yeah.
And then you know what's so crazy? Like even watching the girls on TikTok, they even mention how like maybe their dad not even in the same industry of like whatever work it is, but they find a solution to fix it.
He's still gonna fix it.
Still gonna fix it.
He got a friend that can fix it. Somebody can fix it.
Figure
There's
out
some solution.
Yes, and it's turned into a turnoff of mine. Like a man that is not able to find a solution to the problem that I have. Dada, help me.
Help me. Don't look at me for help.
Don't look at me for help, because if I can help myself, 9 times out of 10, I can help myself, but I'm coming to you to help me because that shit gonna turn me on. I need you to help me.
You're turning me on.
You're turning me on. That is crazy.
Do something.
Carrie Hilson,
I don't know.
But no, seriously, do something.
Do something. This one guy was on his story and he was like, yeah, my tire is blown out or something like that. I'm definitely calling AAA. Like, I'm not that nigga to like fix the tire.
What?
Run.
Why?
First of all, why are you bragging about this? Why do you think that's cute? Can you change? And I mean, there's levels to it. Like, you're talking about fixing stuff around the house. I get it. We are in the, like, okay, yeah, you got AAA, you can call, but it's something about seeing you hop out that car. Look, I'm gonna set the scene. You hop out that car. Oh no, good. I got it. Just stay there. And you can just be in this car, just take a selfie.
Because you can't get out the car.
My man got it.
My man fixing my tire.
It's cool. You on the side of the road, you don't even fear anything. You know why? Because he got it.
My man got it.
I'm finna fix this tire. I'm finna change it.
Thank you.
He got the little thing that elevates the...
my car come with that thing. My car come with all the things you need. That I just get back there and fix it when I call you.
He got it.
He got it. That's all we want. We just want a nigga that got it. That got it in that type of way, not got it in like his finances. I need you to
just find it.
I need you to find solutions to my problems. That's probably like one of the biggest things that will probably just turn me all the way on. Find me solutions to my problems.
She wants to be turned on.
All the way on. I'm like at a 5. I want to be at an 8.
Goodness gracious. Have your expectations for relationships changed over the years?
Has my expectations for relationships changed over years? Yes. I would say yes. Because I think that in the beginning, I had low expectations, honestly. I think, and that's probably why I put up with so much. And I think that was just because I was, like, again, like, I just didn't know myself. Like, I really just wanted that relationship. Like, I just really wanted that companionship. I really wanted that interaction with men. So my expectations were low. My standards were low. And I was just putting up with anything, not really seeing the signs, or just seeing the signs and ignoring them.
Yeah.
I think now I'm at a space where I expect more. More than what would be bare minimum for some women.
Yeah.
And I think that that's okay. And I also think that as you get older, those things heighten. Like, because you start to need more. You start to become in a position to where your status is just a little bit higher than what it was. Not to say like your status in regards to like
finances.
Yeah, like I'm just just as you grow, as you evolve, your needs are different.
Yeah.
And your needs become heightened. And you expect someone to meet those needs. And so naturally, our expectations are much higher than what they previously were.
Absolutely.
And I think that that's fair. I think that maybe having unrealistic expectations is where things kind of fall short. But for sure, have my expectations changed over the years? Of course.
Yeah.
It comes with age. It comes with evolution. Like, it comes with time.
Yeah. A lot of times we think that we want things, and then we either get it or we don't get it, and then we later realize that that's not what we really wanted or even needed.
Yeah.
And then just always evolving, or just being somebody who likes to grow, learn more about themselves. It's important to be aligned with somebody who is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing your own retrospections as I'm doing mine. And in that way, like, we'll grow together, or we'll end up finding one another.
Yeah.
Versus like being younger and settling for less, or expecting less, or just taking less, even if the expectations were higher. Like, that potential aspect and things like that, like, that changes, because then you don't have the tolerance for that. Like, I don't really, when you're younger, it's like, oh, I'm willing to like play around. You ain't really got it. You don't have it. You might can get it, but I don't really see you like on the path to, to getting it, having it. But we'll play around. Now it's like,
put my foot down.
Get out of my face. Simple. Yeah. If you ain't got it, you gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
That's just how I feel.
No, and I agree. Like, I definitely agree. I think that, and it's so hard because, of course, you're not freaking single, but I am. And it's so hard because I think that having the expectation and the standards that I have now, people look at me and they're just like, girl, you're aiming a little bit too high. You're doing a little bit too much. I think the
margins just need to be changed a little bit.
Yeah.
You may need to outsource Atlanta. I don't know. You just gotta, I don't know, girl.
I think that when the time comes, the time will come for me to do those things.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm just like, it is what it is.
But you have opened the door to long distance. So.
I have. Like, I've changed. You remember I told you guys, like, I changed my Hinge location to, like, London.
Yeah.
I went far, babes. Changed my Hinge location to London. Changed it to D.C., Houston. All the things. It's just not out there for me right now. Out there on Hinge.
Okay. Is it because love is not blind by any chance?
Maya, that doesn't count because we know what they look like on Hinge.
If we had an audience, I would ask the audience if they understood what I was saying.
But that's not...
because you don't have the opportunity to get to know them, because the first door that you have to enter is the attraction, the physical, and
yes, different doors. Meeting someone on Hinge is like, okay, you're gonna see their prompts, right? You're gonna read their prompts, but you're not gonna. 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna be attracted to somebody based off their prompt. Like, you're looking at their photos, looking at like their height, how old they are, what they do for work, if they smoke, if they drink. Like, you're looking at those things, not necessarily their prompts. Like, you're gonna see what they look like.
Love is not fun.
You got me there.
I think so. I think I gagged you.
It's okay. It's okay.
But to that point, and first of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, your yuck could be somebody's yum, and vice versa.
For sure.
So I'm saying that to say that what's wrong with wanting to be with someone that you think is scrumdiddlyicious?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. I think that I am someone that knows that there's no right answer to absolutely anything. And that 2 things can be true at the same time. Yes. Love can be blind, especially for those people that met the people in the pods and they're still married now. And love can also be not blind, because there are people that are looking at the physical as an aspect of attraction to the other person. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I mean, you're a dime piece. You deserve to be with another. You know what I mean?
Another dime piece.
Well, we won't call it a dime piece, because that sounds a little.
Thank you.
But you deserve to be with
someone that's
another
of
piece.
The standard. No, for sure. For sure. I second that notion.
That's all I'm saying.
He's gonna come. I know that he looks fine as hell.
Oh, yeah.
He's very yummy.
Oh, my God. Very yummy.
Very yummy. So we just talked about how I changed my location to find love. Let's talk about relocation for love.
Ooh.
So, because I feel like that's possibly the situation that you're in.
Ooh.
And if I was to meet somebody in a different state, possibilities, you know, what are your thoughts on relocating specifically for love, or just people that do it in general?
Yes. Period. Yes,
do
period.
it.
Yes, period. Do it. You know, because
I can't even. I feel like this isn't even a good question for you, because you literally moved here and left your family in freaking Chicago. And my thing is, I'm thinking about like my family and my friends, and I think that I love them so much to where they're gonna be missed.
Yeah.
But I'm also, 2 things can be true, also thinking about if that love is there and that love is like hitting the way that it should be hitting, and my nigga in like DC, love you, mom, I'll get you a flight here.
The thing about it, and I'll give my specific scenario. I went to school in Nashville. I stayed an extra year, so I was in Nashville for 5 years. I moved back to Chicago. I was in Chicago for 5 years. I've been on the go. So the idea of up and moving is not like, I don't think about those things the way that I did when I was in Nashville or when I was in Chicago. Because they're going to be here, for one, you know, and it's the same with Chicago. They're going to be there. And I guess that makes it a little easier, because it's like I can always go home, or y'all can always get y'all ass on the plane.
No, for sure.
Or on the road and come visit me as well.
I'm thinking about the access.
But
the easy
also,
access.
Yeah, but
easy access.
Another thing, you know, I'm an auntie of 6. I want to have a family.
Yeah.
I always said, because I am like indebted to my family, whatever if they call me, I'm coming,
Yeah.
whatever. Nieces, nephews, all of that. And because I watched all of them grow up, except for Mila, it was like, oh, there's a change. And I don't want to be absent totally, but I can always hop on a flight. But what was my point in saying that? One, that they're always going to be...
Because you're there, you have easy access.
Okay, yes. And then the second part of that is that I always said, what y'all going to do when I have my own family? Because what are they going to do when you have your own priorities?
True.
So it's not even going to matter that much. It will a little bit, because obviously you want, you know, your mom, your sister, your dad, like you want everybody to be there. But same as you said, like if the love is there or whatever, y'all have to meet each, like y'all have to continue the village.
Yeah.
No matter what that looks like. But for me, I definitely always said, like, what y'all gonna do when I start a family? Because I won't be able to go back. When I first moved to Atlanta, I was going back to Chicago every month. And then it slowly slowed down, because I'm like, I have to plant seeds here. I have to, you know, I don't work the same job. I'm not remote anymore. So I can't just come and see y'all all the time. Now I'm in a long distance relationship. I gotta go there.
I gotta go see my
gotta come here. So gotta blast, you know? And so, and then that aspect of like you saying you gonna want your alone time. There's gonna be times you go home to visit, or they come to see you and visit. What if he's not from DC or wherever? You know, there's gonna be times for y'all to be apart. And there's going to be times for you to still maintain like who you are and who's important to you.
Yeah. In what ways do you guys, since you're in a long distance relationship, in what ways do you guys truly like show value in y'all's relationship? Like in what ways do you, because you physically can't be with each other. So obviously another aspect of the relationship has to be heightened for the relationship to continue to last as long as it has, right? So like in what ways, or in what have you guys done to where it kind of balances out?
For one, the communication. Like I've never experienced the level of communication that we've had. Like even before we locked it in, it was just the conversations in general. Like before it was serious, it was intentional. Like the foundation the foundation was definitely like friendship. And I think that's why people say the things that they do say, but it does come off equally yoked, because we made sure early on that like we kind of on the same mental frequency. Like we want the same things. We're interested in like when it comes to growth in long terms, like. And then we just have regular conversation. Like you like our banter, like you know, we just. Communication is definitely, if we can't be together in the physical sense, then we're communicating in some way.
Yeah. You guys literally seem like best friends. Like absolute freaking best
That
friends.
Is my best friend for sure.
Period.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Shut up. Because he's definitely watching right now.
Oh, he don't miss an episode.
That's why he's just the president.
He said, girl power. I don't know if I need to watch this, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Girl power, come on in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
so crazy. The support.
I think that's absolutely amazing, honestly. Like just hearing how successful you guys have been, because how long has it been?
A year.
Yeah.
Next week. All right, sorry guys.
Love the excitement for you.
Yeah.
I think that's so amazing, because it's not something that you see often.
Yeah.
Like, well, not something that I see often.
Yeah.
Just kind of growing up in a household where like my parents' friends, everybody was all in the same area.
Yeah.
You know, like we never really had people out of state, or family out of state, or friends out of state that would have people to kind of have that community in a different area. So just kind of hearing the positives of you guys' relationship and how long that it's gone this long. It gives me
Yeah.
hope it gives me hope to think like, okay, there could potentially be something outside of where I'm accustomed to,
Yeah.
where I'm comfortable at.
Yeah, and I feel like, honestly, like, I downplay it a lot. Like, I see people, they talk about it all the time, and there were even some points where I was like, I don't want to bring him up in all the conversations. I don't want to always be talking about him. And I think it was Leah. She was like, oh, don't ever, like, not want to talk about him. Like, don't ever be like, don't say anything or whatever. But I think for a very long time, maybe even up until just recently, it was still a shock for me, especially because of, like, experiences that I had. Like, I played the field. Like, I feel like I did, as I say, my due diligence.
Yeah.
I was in the streets. I was in the pool that had piss in it. So, I do have to take those moments to be like, God is good, because even the way that we met is like, we at Mardi Gras. That's a very...
I remember Leah was telling me that y'all were literally out, and the fact that you told this story a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
You was like your grandma.
Oh, I cut it out.
She was
downplaying.
Sorry.
My bad. But yeah, it's like, how many people travel to Mardi Gras a year? Like, and then to, like, cross paths or whatever, it is like, that's cute or whatever, Hey. But yeah, there is hope. I will never tell anybody, like, even with saying that the pool has piss in it or whatever, I believe that there's somebody for everybody.
No, I agree.
So
I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that I'm so optimistic when it comes, like, obviously I have my own views, and obviously, like, I have, like, my own standards and stipulations when it comes to certain things, but I am truly optimistic about a lot of things.
Yeah.
Only because, shoot, as a millennial, we've seen so much, and our lives are always ever changing.
Yeah.
It's been changing for years, and it's so many perspectives out there, so many different representations of love, so many different representations of what we're doing out there, like, in general, just out there to really heed and be like, okay, make sure you want to not necessarily change your perspective, but pay attention to it a little bit more, and like, maybe take a custom to, okay, maybe something else could be true as well, and not necessarily just what your standards are.
Yeah, there's different types of relationships.
Yeah.
And different types of partnerships. And it doesn't look one way. Like, who you think you're meant to be with, you may grow a year or two from now, or 6 months from now, and you realize that somebody else, like, they really make you laugh, or they in there fixing everything before you even notice that it's broken. Like, it's those things that they don't promote that when it comes to looking for a partner. When it, like, in the social scene.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to step, as they say, touch grass. You got to step off the screens and meet people organically. Like, I know you have your romance books and your ideas of, I'm being a shopping market.
So and I genuinely think that plays into my delusion a little bit too. Because I'm like, I read so many romance books, and I'm like, putting it in my head that this about to be my love story.
But
like,
you just
we
never
about to bump into each other at the grocery store, drop all our cucumbers and vegetables and shit. You pick up my cucumber and we locking eyes like this, holding the same cucumber. Like, you never know. But I think that different perspectives can be true at the same time.
I think it's possible.
Everything is possible.
I mean, it depends on how often do you go to the grocery store. The funny thing about that is that, really quick,
how often do you go to
in Chicago, there's a grocery store, Mariano's, and it is like a really,
that sounds
it's
like a restaurant.
It's like the Trader Joe's is like it's not a real grocery store to me, but you know how popular Trader Joe's is, and they got good stuff.
Yeah.
But Mariano's is like an elevated grocery store, and there was once a time where they were like, y'all, the Mariano's in the South Loop, like, that's where you gonna find your husband. And then it got a little ratchet, and now it's like, I ain't trying to find my husband there, but I'm gonna go to the one in the suburbs, and I might find him there.
Yeah.
So it's a thing. Like, They going to the grocery store to find a man.
They said it about the gym too. The girls are going to the gym to find a man. I think
but
it was Lex
that's
that was
dangerous though.
Why? Because they're probably looking at all the women in there.
No, not just that, but you could meet a gym rat, as they call it, and that's his whole personality of going to the gym. He ain't gonna make you laugh. I'm really like, I want everybody to be with somebody that make them laugh.
He's too serious. He's too serious. I want to eat a French fry. I don't need you to make sure I do squats every day.
Everything is about him going to the gym.
Yeah.
What TV show do you like to watch? Can we watch a movie together? Anyway.
No.
I don't know about that one.
No, for real. I would agree with that.
It's good that you go to the gym, but it shouldn't be your whole personality.
Yeah, I agree with that. I only say that because there was a point in time where women were like, oh, girlies, the men are at the gym. The men are at the gym.
Be at the gym.
And there were a thing, too, where the men was like, oh, men, the girlies are at Target. Like, it's a whole thing.
Well, now, no black girls at Target, but...
It's a whole thing.
At least we're not supposed to be, but...
Yeah.
Somebody was like, I thought we were supposed to be boycotting Target, but every time I go in there, y'all
in
black
there. People in there, for sure.
How you know?
Because I be in there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Exactly.
That's to go back.
That was the point of him saying that. Like, every time I go in there, it's somebody in there.
Amazon too, but I'm pretty sure girlies was ordering the packages and didn't nobody know.
We're just girls.
Like, we're supposed to be boycotting so many things.
Starbucks. Anyway.
Girl, like, I can boycott it for so long. Dang it. Let's get out of here.
This was a good talk.
It was.
You was getting all of my business, though.
Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. Don't do that anymore.
Girl, this is probably the last time we're going to talk about, like, long-distance relationships.
Yeah, because that's coming to an end.
Calm down. Why do you do that? Why do you not want to talk about him?
Because he watch. What you mean? Like,
not you shy.
Because he be watching.
Not you shy.
Not too much, like.
Girl, please.
To be honest, you cute, you cool, you know, you dress nice, like. Facebook
you cute,
post.
you cool, you dress nice. I like your style.
You know, you funny sometimes.
You funny sometimes. Like, no, that's giving, you know, on, what was it, MySpace or Facebook?
Facebook. That's exactly what I was saying, to be honest. Like.
Yes, the TVH.
That's what else you want?
So crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. All right, let's wrap it up.
Anyway.
This was great.
I will be watching Love is Blind because I am a philosopher. And love is not blind.
Love is blind for certain people. Thank you guys so much for watching The Good,
The Bad,
the 30. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.